Okay, here we go, our XM color. So I'll come out a section, and I'll be using lightener with 30. Now the technique I'm using is called beading, right? So one of the key elements of like executing this technique is you have to make sure that the tint or the lightener it exists just on that fringe of your tint brush. You don't want to, like, when you go back and get more lightener or tint, you don't want to dump the whole brush in there. It'll get messy. You really have to have the product only on the bare tips of your tint brush, and then from there go in and hit the roots and just gently start painting on these colors. So technique wise, I'm working in strands, but with every section I'll go in between where the darker one is and balance that out. So the section before that, I had like 3 strands. So this section that I'm also working with 3 strands, but they fill in the gaps because they overlap over the darker area of the prior section. There's a lot of ways to apply this technique. I just recommend that, get a couple under your belt first, get some experience down, and then you can pick up on your timing, and you can kind of get a real life feel for what it's like to execute this technique. This technique is actually a really good money maker. It fits like short hair, and the processing time is fast, application time is fast. It's a nice add-on to like a haircut ticket. Okay, now starting in the back, I'm combing out horizontal sections, and I'll just go in and paint on the lightener with 30. I like this technique because it'll give me a nice soft brown, like a highlighted effect, without placing that much chemical on the hair. Hair color is all about integrity, so I always want to keep the hair super healthy, because after this chemical process, I'll be perming the hair, and then I'll be cutting it, so less is more. If I did this in foils, I'm just concerned that it would damage the hair a bit too much for me to like go and perm immediately on top of it. So this is a nice technique that is extremely highly adaptable. Okay, just working in the sides, just think about how the hair falls naturally, just blending and everything. Okay, well, there you have it, our beading technique. Enjoy.